just now you were talking about how the universe will support us. When you say that, are you referring to God as the universe, or a collection of the finite minds, the universe?
No, I'm not really speaking. I'm talking about the universe, the manifest universe, that the universe will appear in if your work is initiated by and rises as an expression of love and understanding, then the universe will, because you're working in harmony with the universe and not against it, the universe will very likely appear to you in a way that is uniquely tailored to your project. The right person. I don't mean in a kind of vague, general way. No, if you have a specific project, you need a specific person to help you. It's not anyone will do. It's got to be a specific person. So you have this project whose purpose is to express this love and understanding in one way, and because you're working in line with the universe and not against it, the universe will very likely help you, but not in a general way, in a very specific way. Just the right person, with all the right, not only a love and interest in your particular expression, but with all the right qualities, they'll turn up. Or funds will be made available to you somehow through a channel that you couldn't have imagined yourself. That somehow funding will be made available to enable you to carry out your project. That's what I mean about the universe very specifically.
And I think that's, most of us correlate that with God, that God is there supporting us, and that's that confusion that there is a God separate from us. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, the idea that there is a God separate from us is the inevitable consequence of the belief that we are a separate self. If we think that we are a separate self, then we will believe, one, there is a universe outside and independent of ourselves, and two, we will then conceive of a creator God at an even further distance from us than the universe, that created the universe, which itself created us. So the idea of a universe and a creator God is the inevitable consequence of the idea of ourself as a separate self. If you take away the idea of ourself as a separate self, the idea of a separate universe, and even the idea of a separate God collapse, because the universe and the God arise as the kind of mirror image of the belief in ourself as a separate self. If one deeply believes and feels that one is a separate self, to consider oneself, to surrender oneself to that creator God, places the individual in the right relationship to that creator God. But that is a concession to the separate self. When the separate self collapses, then the God to whom it was devoted collapses too. And what remains is what is really meant by the word God, the original, the highest meaning of the word God, which is not a creator God. It is the one infinite, indivisible reality.
And then that movement of the ocean can manifest in a way. And you call it the universe supporting you.
Yeah, I use the word universe because I'm speaking now in you as a person have a project. We're speaking now at a slightly lower level. We're talking about a person who has a project. If that project arises on behalf of a separate self and is in some ways trying to acquire something for the separate self or trying to express the separate self, then we're working out of alignment with the whole. We're conflicting with the whole. We're conflicting with reality, although, of course, at the ultimate level, even that is itself an expression of reality. But we're working against the whole, and therefore we get thwarted. But if our project, whatever it is we're working on, if it comes from love and understanding, then we're working in line with reality, in line with the whole. And therefore the universe, I'm now referring to the universe in relation to the individual. The universe will then make, or will very likely make, whatever is necessary, whether it's a person or people or funds, or the universe will make whatever is necessary available to you to enable you to carry out this project, because it has its source is not personal. It comes from love and understanding.